Sometimes you meet the greatest people by accident. You are listening to the Midnight Radio. Hello, listeners. It's a new month, and it's been at least a month since I left the laboratory. Since I left, a lot has happened. You know about Pluto and MS already. Pluto, an under-citizen with glasses and a motorbike. MS, an upper and under-citizen with a yellow beanie and green eyes, and is a thief. I was reintroduced to the cyborgs and bots, murderous security measures placed by the government when they worked with the scientists. They still scare me, to be honest, and they are a lot scarier when they're chasing you down streets you barely know. Me and MS got into another situation with cyborgs. What a surprise. And they ended up chasing us to a street I didn't even know existed. The street was relatively empty, unlike all the other ones. There was this one building. It was shorter than most of the other buildings. And it gave a different feeling. Just like the lab, this building was surrounded by a fence made of wires. I assumed that meant it was important, but then MS told me that it was a school. A school, a haven of knowledge, a place for learning. There were cyborgs coming down both sides of the street, and a few more down the corner. There wasn't anywhere to go, but MS had an idea. She climbed the wire fence and hopped over into school grounds, and I didn't really have a choice but to do the same. With the cyborgs closing in, I scaled the fence, nearly losing a shoe, and fell on concrete. We continued running before I looked back and realized that the cyborgs weren't chasing us anymore. For all their strength and power, they couldn't get through a fence. It was odd. We took our chance to slow down and breathe. We just sat there, on the cold concrete beside the school, hoping no one saw us, and if they did, they would assume we were a few students. I'm pretty sure MS was a student here anyway. It doesn't make sense. Why didn't the cyborgs come after us? They have no problem tearing up a few streets and getting to a few people, so why does a fence stop them? Oh well. Don't look anything directly in the eye. We ate the sandwiches we stole in silence, both of us deep in thought. Or, at least, I think MS was deep in thought. I was thinking about how the sandwich and how good it tasted and looked compared to most things in the megacity. We heard a door open, presumably the front door of the school. Someone came out. I couldn't see their face, but they had short, kind of fluffy blonde hair in a slouched frame. They were in all black. Black hoodie, black sweats, black shoes, black everything. MS knew him, so she called him over. Either he wasn't happy to see us or something happened to him because he was kind of glaring at us. It was a little sad, to be honest. He looked a little shorter than I was, just throwing that in there. I think his name is Havwe, or January. I'm pretty sure they mean the same thing, just in different languages, but I'm not sure. MS kept calling him both of those things. Eventually, he left. I think he sort of had to, or he didn't want to be there. I don't know. I think they might be siblings, or cousins. I can't be sure. After that happened, a teacher came out. This time she saw us, and she called the cyborgs over, thinking we were under-citizens. Then again, MS is, kind of, but I'm not. So we got chased again, and split up before MS called Pluto again to save us. They're here in the studio with me again, but Pluto's taking a nap and MS is raiding the kitchen, no doubt. Anyways, we were trying to break into the lab. I know, right after I left, but I needed something that was mine. The last time we were there, last week, I found my old cassette tapes in the garbage. I think I told you that, but I'm not sure anymore. So, yeah, we found my cassettes, but I didn't really have a way to play them yet, so we had to find my cassette player. We might have caused some mischief while we were there, but that's another story. I think I got the player working. It might be a little broken, but I think that's alright. Hello, this is Hope from 3024, or Hopeless, but I like to call myself Hope because I'm not hopeless no matter what they say. Everyone thinks I'm gonna die soon, but I say otherwise. The scientists experiment on me way more than they do to the other ghosts, but I can handle it. I'm 11 years old, I think. I lose track of time easily, especially in the lab. I've grown up here and I turn 12 soon. Some of the ghosts say that when you turn 13 you get to leave the lab, but somehow I don't believe them. I think I hear them. The scientists, I mean. They're probably coming to get me. 2024? That was last year.
Ghost? Who are you talking to?
I'm on the radio right now.
Oh, okay. So anyways, can I take the sandwich?
Sure?
Okay, thanks.
Okay. That was a little... Never mind. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the cassettes, right. The first one didn't really say much, did it? Maybe there's... Hey, I'm back. These things are really old. I'm not sure if I'm using them right. Haha. Oh well. The scientists said that they were taking some of the ghosts to a different lab, I think. I kind of zoned out, to be honest. Oh well. I don't remember who they took. Ghost 002, I think. They also brought in some new experiments. Ghost 021 and Ghost 003. But Ghost 003 used to be here. He kind of disappeared for a bit. I don't know why. I don't remember anything these days, really. It's kind of sad, I think, but at least I've got brains. I'm still useful. Huh? Oh, I've got to go now. I'll just... It's a wonder how I even survived as long as I did. It's odd. Oh well. The past is the past. It has passed. It's getting quite cold now, listeners. There's a different kind of chill in the air. It's much different from the slight cold of September. I'm used to cold temperatures. It was always cold in the lab. Never too cold, of course, but just cold enough to wear a thin jacket if we wanted to. It's getting stormier, too. More clouds. I don't get why some people are afraid of lightning. It's kind of pretty to me. A little calming, dare I say it. Even what's left of our planet has bad days and worse days, you know. Even our planet has to scream sometimes. And if our planet can scream and cry and raise hell because of all it's been through, can't we?
Hello. We might need to go to the store again.
Did you just...
I was hungry, okay? Even Pluto's in a food coma.
Pluto's awake?
Well, she was, I guess.
Ah, right. Food coma.
She'll get up eventually.
So, anyways.
What are these?
Those are cassette tapes.
Wow. These aren't even vintage. They're, like, ancient.
Thanks.
I'm just being honest. When were these last used? 1,000 years ago?
Something like that?
Wow. Can I listen to one?
Hang on. I just listened to the first one. Let me find the second. If you're listening to this, it's probably too late. I did something bad. Really bad. Like someone could be dead because of me bad. Wrong one. Whoops.
Ghost, what did you do?
I was overreacting in that tape.
Ghost. Let's try that again.
Let's not. How about this one? I just talked to Ghost 003. Or Gears. Something's changed about him. I'm not sure what. Oh well. Ghost 031 swears they saw Ghost 002 earlier, but they couldn't have. Ghost 002 should be gone by now. I'm starting to think that Ghost 031 has a screw-up in their head loose, because they also said that 002 never meant to leave and is currently a part of a different experiment. But that's kind of impossible because the only other thing going on in the lab is the project for bots. I think I hear the scientist.
Who's Ghost 031?
I don't even remember. It was a long time ago.
That was it?
It happened last year. I still think Ghost 031 is a little mental, so if you're listening, Yakira, you totally should have... Actually, they're probably dead.
Wait, what?
Long story.
There's probably a lot you're not telling me.
Yep, and let's keep it that way.
But what actually happened to Ghost 002?
I don't know. Probably dead like everybody else.
Is everyone seriously dead?
There is a lot of death in the lab.
Oh, wow. Let's listen to the next one.
More and more of the experiments are going missing. None of us know why. None of us know who's next. The scientists aren't telling us anything. But they've never told us much in the first place. What if I'm taken next? What if I lose Ghost 027? I can't lose Amy.
Who's Amy? Or Ghost 027, or whatever.
She's my best friend. Or was. I don't know what happened to her. I still have to hope she's alive.
That's sad.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, these tapes aren't really telling us anything useful.
Shouldn't you have known?
Probably. I don't...
Should we listen to the rest of them? I think I figured out how they work.
I thought the tapes would be useful and tell us something about the lab, but currently all it's told us is that Ghost 002 has gone and left first because of the scientists. Meanwhile, 031 says that they aren't missing and that they're now a part of another experiment. We've also got Gears, or 003 and 021, but the rest of the tapes are probably going to be as useless as the others.
Missing kids, newbies, and useless tapes. Got it. What was that?
The news. Let me see. Oh. Oh dear.
What?
Missing children, according to the reporters from the MC News. 6 more kidnappings, they say.
The MC News has never been right. I doubt they'd start telling the truth now.
Perhaps. Although...
What?
I just had a thought. But it's not likely to be true.
Wow. Cryptic.
It involves the cyborgs, but I don't know why they'd need children, or specifically teens, looking at their ages.
Maybe the cassettes will help.
The cassettes are useless. I think my old journals might be useful. More useful than the tapes, at least, but I couldn't find them.
So it's a dead end. Not that we had a lead in the first place.
What's a dead end?
Missing children, cassette tapes, and non-existent journals.
That doesn't seem like a dead end.
The cassette tapes aren't a lead. They're useless, according to Ghost. It just told us about how some subject kid thing had gone missing.
Oh, wait. What missing children?
The MC News said...
It's a lie.
Told you.
Alright, hear me out, guys.
There's nothing to hear about.
Why couldn't it be real?
The last time I read articles from the MC News, they said that the scientists are directly working with the government, which is kind of out there.
Wouldn't they have to be?
They're government funded, but otherwise they stay out of each other's business.
Nothing true comes from the news, I guess.
And anyway, why would someone steal children?
I don't know. I lived in the lab most of my life. Maybe the scientists need more subjects.
I'm getting pretty tired, guys.
Same. It's getting pretty late.
Can we crash here for the night?
Of course. I'm not sure if the bed will fit more than one of us, though, so someone's on the couch and someone's on the floor.
I'm taking the couch!
Oh, no, you don't!
Those two. Good night, listeners. You can never trust the news anymore. When all else fails, trust only in yourself. Until you fail, then trust nobody. Good night.